How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 4, I think, of the PPL, as this week, your Cotswold Whimsicots go up against Daria and her Minneapolis Meowscaradas. You can see her channel linked down in the description. Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything registered. Yeah, you can see her channel linked down in the description. This is the first week I think I've been in with Daria, first time interacting with her, but she seems super nice, so I would definitely recommend checking out her channel. You can see the 6 I'm expecting she might bring on the layout next to me, and the 6 that we're bringing above me. My brain's a little bit frazzled, so I apologise. I feel like I say this a lot. This week has been absolutely crazy for me, so just a quick shout out to her. Thank you for being so good about scheduling. But yeah, this week has been crazy for me. So today I literally have just driven like 6 hours. I drove 3 hours to somewhere, then it was like a party, which I'm not good in party situations. So that kind of fried my brain. And then I drove 6 hours back. Oh, sorry, 3 hours back. So it was a 6-hour round journey plus socializing in a big group venue, which already hurts me. And I played football yesterday, so I'm fucked, to be honest. In case you can't tell, I'm just absolutely fucked. My brain is not there. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to play Brainless. I always play Brainless. Like, what's the difference? If you're wondering about the nicknames, why they're different to usual. Oh, I need to change the 6 on the layout for her. Fuck. Palafin's right. Mammoth's right. So there's a Bronzong there instead of the Cinderace is the only change. Okay, we can do that when we get into the game. I don't want to run out of time here. Yeah, if you're wondering why the names look a little bit different, and also if you're wondering why the Mons have been changing throughout the season, I think the League channel, if you're not following that, like, you can join the fan Discord server and you can see what's happening with the PPL League channel. But I think they might have been uploading videos explaining transactions. That's why I haven't bothered to do it. But in case they haven't, because we record these quite far in advance, I've been making a shitload of transactions because, like, Baxcalibur missed this move week 1, so I just put that in the bin because I don't have people that miss on my team. Like, we're lucky and bad around here. We're not unlucky and good. Like, that's not the motto, so fuck Baxcalibur. But anyway, okay, this is kind of good. She obviously gets her gets to activate this early, which is what she wants, but I do get a Spike Up, which is what I want. So I don't get to find out if the Mamoswine is oblivious or not because the Intimidate would have revealed that. So if it had been lead sash Mamoswine, the Intimidate would have, if it had popped or not, would have revealed whether it was oblivious, meaning I would know whether I could taunt it or not, but that's okay. We're just going to get a Spike Up. We do outrun this thing. And she's just going to flip Tan out as expected. But yeah, the nicknames. You wonder why the nicknames changed? Daria has this weird thing going on where she's like just fully obsessed with trying to eat Pokemon. And so she said, like, hey, will you meme with me and nickname all of your Pokemon like food names? So like, here we have Bacon, right? The Mamoswine. And I was like, look, I love a good meme. If you know me, I like a meme. I would never, ever try to eat a Pokemon, so I found it odd. But at the same time, I love a good meme, so I joined in. I don't really know why she's so obsessed with eating Pokemon. When I had, I'm just going to go boom, because fuck it, like, just normal gem boom. Like, that's why I put this on the team to get Hazard up and go boom. Hopefully I outspeed. I don't really, when I had Delphox on the team, very briefly, I had to trade that to get the Lucario. I loved Sir Bird and Madame Fox as our Terra duo, but like, for those of you that remember the draft analysis, but like, Terra Lucario's nuts, so like, I don't really regret losing them. Okay, that's what I was trying to avoid, but I was hoping I could go boom before she got to do that, but I don't know, speed. Maybe it's a speed type, I don't know. I don't remember what I built. You ready? Oh, here comes the spice. Oh, it lived! Why did it fucking live? This fish is shit, man. Why did it live? Ugh. Oh well, that's fine. Fish went boom. Yeah, but she kept referring to my Delphox as ham. She just kept calling it ham. She kept talking about glazing it in some sort of honey or syrup. Some sort of glazed ham situation, roasting it. I don't know, to be honest with you. I didn't want to question it. So that's why our nicknames are different. Because of Daria's strange obsession with eating Pokemon. I guess we all have to have our things, don't we? So I could go into Squid Ink and fire off a Sludge Bomb, and I don't think that she has a switch into that. And Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe the Lucario is better. But I don't want to just pop my Stella straight away. Spec Sludge Bomb. All of her Dark Resists are weak to Poison, so this is the one week where maybe this thing can actually do something. I think it's shit, to be honest with you. If you want my opinion on Darkrai sort of mid-season, I think it's absolute dog shit. The best way to explain Darkrai is imagine Greninja in Gen 6 and 7, no, Gen 7 and 8 when we banned like Battle Bond and Protein and stuff, right? So just Torrent Greninja from Gen 7 and 8. But it doesn't get U-turn. It doesn't have a secondary stab. And you wish it wasn't on your team the whole time. Okay, that's pretty scary. Poison? No poison. So she can obviously Thunderclap my cheeks right now. I've got to be wary of that. Could Draco Meteor my cheeks also. Should be wary of that. How did I build the Skeledirge? Do I have my team here? How did I build my Skeledirge? Am I Spadef? Am I Fizdef? Oh, I'm Fizdef to fuck. So, do I go into you? Do I go into you? I kind of need you for the Palafin still, so I can't really go into you. Do you think I take one? After a +1? Does the Sludge Bomb kill? Does she go for it? Does she risk me like hypnosising or something? Does she risk me switching? I don't have a switch, so fuck. Okay, I did think I'd probably take one. I do take one. So, yeah, I just felt like I needed to take a KO and I didn't have a switch, so I took a KO. Sometimes you gotta do that in life. She could have doubled Bronzong if she knew it was Specs. But she might suspect choice now from the way I've played it and go Bronzong here. But Bronzong's easier to pivot around than that fucking beast was. Like, if I'd gone into Ditto or the Apple Man, that would have been perfect. But, like, it just wasn't worth losing either of them yet. Yeah, so she's going to go into this. Do I predict her to double and just go for the Sludge Bomb? You're dead to rocks, right? Like, what is... How do you do percentages of things? How do I figure out what 12% of fucking 293 is? I have no idea. 293 divided by 10. That gives me 10%, right? It's 29. If I divide it by 10 again, does that give me 1%? So 2.9, right? So is 12% 32? I think I live rocks. That seems wrong because it's in the red. And I don't know how to do maths at all. I'm gonna save it because, like, why would I not just keep the sack? I guess, but I'm not sure that that's correct. But I guess I just sack it to rocks maybe. But I would like to know if I could switch in on rocks again. How do I find that out? How do you do percentages? 12% of... Was it 296? How did you do a percentage, man? How much HP did I have? This is actually no longer about draft league. This is I didn't see what she clicked. This is just me learning how to do maths. So Torch Song Lewis Hex. I think my play is to Will-O-Wisp, because everything's physical barring the Sylveon and you see, I dropped Baxcalibur because on this channel we are lucky and bad. We are not good and unlucky. We are lucky and bad. So I dropped Baxcalibur. I picked up my boy fried steak, crocodile steak. You can either make it in a stir fry, you can have it with chips. I don't know. I had to Google how to cook crocodile. I'm pretty sure I'm on some sort of animal cruelty list because of Daria's bizarre nickname theme that had nothing to do with me. But apparently the way that you cook crocodile is to fry it. As stir fry or as a steak. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them, I guess. I'm just gonna Hex, I guess. Like, I want a Will-O-Wisp, but I feel like I feel like she should just stay in an attack. She's at +1, and this thing's just gonna be rubbish anyway now. So I'm just gonna Hex. I am getting super worn down, but like this doesn't look good against that much on her team. She could Shadow Ball again. I can't switch in on a Shadow Ball, and this isn't worth keeping, is it? No, I don't think so. I'm going to Torch Song. Steel Beam, I respect it. I respect it. If I'd had Slack Off, though, I wouldn't have respected it, because that would have been really bad for her. That would have been really bad for her if I'd had Slack Off. But she's trying to deny me the Torch Song +1, I guess. But it was a risky play. How much HP did the fucking thing have? I don't know. The Darkrai. Was it 293? 293 divided by... Well, let's say it was 200... Yeah, because we got to 29, didn't we? So if it was 293 divided by 100... That's 2.93, right? So if we round it up to 3, let's say we round it up to 33. I think rocks do 33% max to 33 hit points max to my Darkrai. I think I live Stealth Rocks, so I'm not going to switch it in as a sack. I'm going to keep it to try and revenge kill something, and that might backfire miserably. Only time will tell. I'm going to roar her out in case she does any like shenanigans. Because she's been shenaniganing this whole entire thing, frankly. There's been shenanigan after shenanigan here, so just get off the field. Like, I'm just done. My Crocodile is done with you. Ground type. Okay, I'm glad that I didn't remember what Terra type she had, because in the end, it didn't even matter, as Linkin Park once said. Oh, I need to update the layout. I've been too busy doing maths. I wasn't good in maths, to be honest, at school. I had a lovely teacher called, I won't say his surname, because I don't want to out him on the internet. Out him for what? For teaching me maths? I don't know. It just feels wrong to say someone's full name on the internet. Do you know what I mean? Without their consent. But he, his first name was Roger, and he was a Hull City fan. And I actually really liked him, and I think he quite liked me. But I was a absolute bastard in maths class, so I spent my entire time outside the classroom, not getting an education. Yeah, I think it's the only thing I can do. Yeah, I just spent my whole of maths class from age of 13 just stood outside the door. It was like a classroom that had like a glass-like pane, so I would just stand outside watching, because I just found maths so fucking boring. So boring. Leaf Storm. Not going to think too hard about it. I know I outspeed if she's not Scarf, and I know that if she's Scarf, she's locked into a move that I resist. So it's a no drawback play unless I miss. If she goes into the Zarude, it will hurt the Zarude. It does give her the opportunity to set up on Palafin, but then I can switch out and switch this thing back in, and I'm okay against the Palafin. So I just want to take KOs where I can. That reveals that we're Scarf, and we're now weakened. Maybe Giga Drain would have killed. I don't know the calcs. Not running that risk against something that could kill my main Palafin counter. Scarf fucking Apple. How many scarves could it wear? It has so many necks. It would be like everyone's favourite orgy member. Can we cut that? Do I have an editor? Can someone cut that? I don't want that. I don't want that on the internet. Fuck. Anyway, it could wear a lot of scarves. It could wear a lot of scarves. It'd make a good apple crumble. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Fuck me, I'm tired. Why do I say things in front of a camera and then upload it? Like, sometimes, right, I sit there and I upload these videos, and I have this... Genuinely, I've been doing this, how many years have I been uploading to YouTube now? Like, fucking 6 years or something? I don't know. And, I still upload now and have this horrendous anxiety when I upload so often, because I'm like, what the fuck did I say in this video? I don't know, but it's on the internet now, and I refuse to ever take any of my videos down. So, it's just there. You know, it's like my Instagram. If anyone has me on Instagram, which one or two of you might, I have the very first post I ever put on Instagram when I was a teenager. I refused to take anything off, because I think, fuck it, like, I was that age. If I posted things like that, if I posted something stupid, like, yeah, that shows you how stupid I was at that age. Just very stubborn, I think, is what we're establishing. I think this is the sack, because everything has priority. Oh, everything has priority. Maybe the Ditto was the sack. Maybe the Ditto was the sack. The Ditto might have been the sack. But I didn't want to... Does this thing get knockoff now? Yeah. We lived the rocks. I can do... But we lived on 1? How the fuck did we live on 1? A rock's not 12%. I don't fucking know, really. I'm drunk. I don't know. Do we live a hit from this? Do we live like a low kick or a superpower or anything? Don't know. If not, I'm just throwing. But I don't know if she has U-turn for me to be able to... Do I need to terror on this? Yeah, why not? What was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. I don't know. Something about orgies. Have you ever noticed, right, the berries in Pokemon? Having to put the items on the layout means that I've had to look at the berries a lot more than I've ever looked at them before. Why is the fucking scarf all the way over there? How did I do that? Just gonna sack Mamo. Try and get a defense drop. Maybe. Okay, so Zarude in the end game. Do I need to save this? Oh no! My manliness! My manliness! Oh! My huge balls! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh, my huge balls! Oh, I failed! It failed? I don't crash! I don't crash! I don't crash! I didn't crash! I didn't crash! Yes! Confirmed! Game Freak loves massive testicles. Oh, I'm so relieved. What the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want? Do I have to save this for the fucking Zarude? I think I do, right? But then if the Zarude has... if the Zarude has U-turn, then Ditto beats the Zarude. This is tough. Do I go hard that? If it's a potential ice punch, that could be bad. But I think I'd take one. I don't know that I'd take one. Do I just go this, but then could she set up on me? Enough to... Nah, I don't think a +6 jet punch beats the Apple Boy. So I think we go into this. Because I think we need that for the Zarude. I could be totally wrong, though. I might not even live a hit from the Zarude. But she was scared, so... Don't ask what meal this nickname was based on. We've already... This episode of the Dr. Slacking podcast has already been cursed enough. Oh my Christ, that did a lot. What the hell is this set? She doesn't even have the ice punch. Jesus. Jesus. So do I sack this or do I go into... I think I go into you. No, I'd take a boom burst, right? Is that shit specs? That did so much. I think I just go into this and I save the Ditto for potential Scarf U-turn on Zarude. But it could be a speed type. This Zarude could be Scarf. In which case this could be a throw. I don't know. I've lost my mind, to be honest with you. I just want to go to bed. Pokemon's just so fucking hard. Do you know what I mean? You're always just guessing shit. She's like, I don't know. It's probably Scarf. It might not be. Who fucking pays any attention? But she could just go into the... That did so much! Oh my god, that did so much. Because she could just go into the Zarude here and take this. And then what? I sack the Ditto, and I go back into the Lucario, and I gamble that I take one from the Zarude. Yes. I've answered my own question. There we go. I could have Fickle Beamed, but that Aura Sphere did so fucking much that I can't. If this thing's Scarf, it beats me. But it's not. It's doing too much damage to be Scarf. That has to be Specs. But I didn't think about that when I switched into this. If that is Scarf, then I do just lose. Also, Giga Drain was... I'm just assuming kills. But if it doesn't, it'll be an E-Speed range anyway. That cannot be Scarf damage. That cannot be Scarf damage. Cannot. Cannot. I refuse. Cannot. Yeah, so the Zarude comes out. I maybe should have Fickle Beamed, but, like, we've got the Spike up, so we're racking up Chip. Chip. Singular. And Chip. One whole Chip. And we have Regen. And then I'm pretty sure I sack the Ditto. Now, do I E-Speed on the Zarude, or do I High Jump Kick from this range of health that it's at? Well, titties, I don't know. I really don't know. I need to get the Mamoswine off the layout, for starters. Sorry, Ditto, you were really good last week, and now I'm just throwing you in the bin. I mean, there's an off chance that we live, depending on what she goes for, but I imagine she goes for the U-turn. No, knockoff. Okay, so we might live that. We do. So it's now a speed tie, unless she's Scarf. Which I have a feeling this thing could be Scarf. But if it is, then that gives me the High Jump Kick with Lucario. Can't actually beat myself. I don't... Do I want to knock off? Well, if she is Scarf, she'll kill me. But if she's banded, I'd like her to stay banded. I guess it just Trailblaze on the off chance she switches. Okay, so she knocks off. I think this thing could be Scarf. I think that makes a lot of sense against my team. Or it could be AV. But what did we see? We saw its moveset. Knockoff, Rock Slide, Trailblaze, Sword Stance. It had Sword Stance, Matthew. It's clearly not Scarf. You fucking idiot. It's clearly not Choice. That's the whole good thing about Ditto, is it shows you their moveset. You dunce. You can read it and figure it out. Okay, ignore me. So she can't kill this in any one move, so I can High Jump Kick. She doesn't have Protect. I could miss, but don't put that into the universe. And then I can E-Speed the Specs Palafin after. Yes. I will die, but then I can bring in the dragon and hopefully win the end game. So as long as we don't miss it... Fuck, don't say that out loud. Because if she goes into Palafin here... Does E-Speed out-prioritize Jet Punch? Ooh, if she goes into Palafin and lives, and then Jet Punch can out-prioritize me. No, but she's Specs, so I don't think Jet Punch kills me. I think Palafin fucking drops to this HJK anyway. For what it's worth, but, you know. Palafin. I hope I still get the Terror Boost on this. Jet Punch. Usually goes first. Well, what does that mean? Showdown is... Yeah. She's playing to out. She has to try and flinch me. 100% agree with that play. Yeah. She has to try and flinch me. I could just E-Speed twice to avoid that. I could just Sword Stance once. Yeah, because if I get one Sword Stance off, it's over. Because I think Extreme Speed outruns. What I don't want is her, like, flinching me. Well, maybe I should have just E-Speeded here. I probably should have just E-Speeded here. There's not a world where she can knock me out. There's not a world where she can knock me out. There's not a world where she can knock me out. And I think Extreme Speed outruns whatever. So I don't think I ever should have risked the HJK miss. It's probably a good job she flinched me, because if I'd missed, I might have just been throwing the game. Yeah, I'm just going to E-Speed. This will kill. And then I think the +2 E-Speed will kill Palafin afterwards, even without the Terror Boost. So, I think that's GG. If Jet Punch can out-prioritize me, then... I just don't think it can. E-Speed surely is like +2 priority, where Jet Punch is +1. If Jet Punch is more than +1 priority, Game Freak need to have a long, hard fucking look at themselves this generation, because that is embarrassing if that has much more than like just +1. Because that thing is already fucking nuts strong for a priority move. Like, oh, it's Chilamberry! No way! For this? But it doesn't even have anything to hit me with. Why did that do so little? I understand it was half damage. But, like, that did embarrassingly little. I'm just going to E-speed again. What? That was Terra boosted, +2. That seemed like no, I don't understand. Maybe I don't know what a Chilamberry is. Anyway, I was saying about the berries. I've had to look at very closely a lot of the berries to put them on the layouts. And if you've ever looked at the berries closely, I urge you to go look at the berries after this. It's incredible how many of them look like things that you shove up your bumhole. Like, unbelievable how many of them you can imagine people sitting on and enjoying it. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm not saying that I do that. I'm just saying. When you look at the berries, they look like some sort of degenerate's sex toy. You know, some sort of, not my wholesome Christian channel here, you know, some sort of wild, hedonistic, oh, I can't even imagine what kind of lifestyle you'll need to live to sit on a berry. But the point still stands. That's what they look like. They are shaped in such a way as to give a certain impression. Yeah. Okay, so we do go down. We do manage to get a little bit of chip off with the E-speed. Maybe I should have just Sword Stance to +4 with Lucario, but I just felt like that's prolonging the game. I guess I could have got Lucario another KO, so maybe I should have done that. But Giga Drain doesn't miss, and Apple Crumble definitely outspeeds because I'm Scarf, and even if she's Scarf, we've seen that we take one of these, but she's definitely Specs, so I'm just going to Giga Drain. GG. Apples are the most superior fruit. The more necks you have, the more scarves you can wear. That was the wholesome message of this video. This video was a video about fashion trends in the Pokemon universe. Why are we not seeing more innovative scarf designs for Pokemon with multiple necks? Dodrio, for generations, has been begging Game Freak, give me a different scarf for each of my necks when I'm choice scarfed, with a different pattern, a different design. You know, I'm a bird that cannot fly and never looks fly. It's outrageous. I just think we should eat fewer Pokemon, and Daria should explain herself for wanting to eat them all. I think that's the summary. GG, really fun game. She brought some absolute heat. I like apples. Thank you so much for playing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.